Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to click the subscribe button if you want more weekly updates. Let's get into the video. Summary of The Midnight Visitor. The Midnight Visitor, written by Robert J. Arthur, an American. The characters: Oscible, secret agent; Fowler, a young writer; Max, the spy; Henry, the waiter. Synopsis. Introduction. The detective Oscible. Fowler meets Oscible. Max with a pistol. Spinning a romance. The sound of knocking at the door. Max drops from the balcony. A waiter enters. Conclusion. Introduction. This story is about a secret agent who overcomes a deadly spy by his cunning tactic. The detective Oscible. Oscible was a detective, but he was very fat and he did not look like a detective. He had a room on the sixth floor in a French hotel, and it was the top floor. It was a cheap accommodation unworthy of a detective station in life. Fowler meets Oscible. Fowler was a writer. He wanted to write a book on detectives, so he came to meet Oscible. But after meeting Oscible, he was quite disappointed as he did not possess the qualities like a detective like James Bond. Oscible could speak French and German, but he had an American accent. Contrary to his expectation, Oscible told Fowler that there were no beautiful girls around him. Talking to each other, they reached the room in the hotel and opened the door. Max with a pistol. After entering the room, Oscible told Fowler that he would see an important paper that could change the course of history. Several men and women were after it. As soon as Oscible switched on the light, they saw a man with an automatic pistol. Seeing him, Oscible said that he was shocked to see him there. He thought that he was in Berlin. At this time, Fowler was much frightened. Spinning a romance. To confuse Max, Oscible made a false story of balcony next to the window. He sat in an armchair and started saying that it was the second time in a month that somebody had got into his room through the balcony. It is an extension of the neighbor's balcony, reaching just below his window. The hotel management had failed to close it despite his complaint. Oscible showed anger and disappointment. Max believed him and he told that he had come to take the report about missiles. The sound of knocking at the door. Just then they heard a knock at the door. Oscible immediately made a story and told that the police might have come to provide him security due to this important paper. He told Max that the police would enter the room if he did not open the door. They might fire if they found Max armed. Max drops from the balcony. Max believed Oscible and he went towards the window. He caught the door frame with his free hand and put his gun over Oscible and Fowler. Then he moved his other leg up and over the window sill. The doorknob turned. Max freed himself and dropped in the balcony. He cried loudly. A waiter enters. After this, a waiter entered the room with a bottle and two glasses. It was ordered by Oscible. Fowler was very surprised at this. He asked Oscible about Max. Oscible replied that that is Max, would never return. Thus, Oscible had proved himself a true detective. Conclusion. Since there was no balcony, Max fell down to the ground screamingly. Thus, Oscible outwitted Max by his intelligence and presence of mind. The criminal is the creative artist, the detective only the critic. Thanks for listening to the video. Click the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get more weekly updates.